There she is, guys. La Luna. I love catching her in this phase. Hello. Spring is in the air, guys. Let's go inside and get our messages. Hey guys, welcome to part 2. Part 1 went a little bit longer than expected, but that's because this oracle here, the Archangel Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle, got pulled out, but that's because we were understanding what's happening here. We're healing from the Five of Wands charge, right? Because we're picking healing. We're untwisting things with the feminine and the masculine. So we're destroying in order to create. And what we're destroying right now is karma. We're untying the knots. We're destroying in order to create and creating in order to destroy. We're entered the flow here. And this has to do with understanding that we were giving before we took this time. We're being protected. We're working with spirit. The creator has a plan. And it's connected to karma. Because we know that this has to do with creating the right shapes and balancing our karmic scales. We are all at times now where karma is being worked through faster than before. Also, some karmic contracts are ending but need to be finished with good grace. Each aspect of karma needs to be respected and worked through till its end, and God alone decides when it is done. You are reminded that everything in life has a consequence. The good deeds you do are returned to you tenfold if done with a loving heart. And likewise, any action that causes pain or hurt to another, detriment to another, also comes back to you. This also has debt to be repaid. There is no escaping the law of karma. Whether you're rich or poor, and whether you're born in a world, we are all treated equally. Which goes around comes around. It may be that you're facing difficulty in life right now with someone or something. Karmic contracts are played out every day. However, the wise one guided by Metatron knows when to recognize such connections and also understands the meaning of higher learning behind any given karmic contracts you are working through. Lessons such as compassion, forgiveness, tolerance, patience, and humility may be being asked of you now. And this goes back to our connection to the message of compassion. We received this. And this is all about continuing lessons and repeating lessons until we understand the lesson and pass it. So the endless knot depicted in the image on this card shows how we get tied up by past life situations in this incarnation, and how walking the symbolic labyrinth in our own mind brings us peace. And that's what we're doing right now. The karmic knot set against Metatron's indigo galactic backdrop helps us to remember that our behavior, actions, and deeds in every moment are important. They define not just our present experience, but our future life. Be mindful of all the time so you can reap a good tomorrow. So we can use this symbol to call on Archangel Metatron, his energy, and can also be used to request karmic release, or debts feel paid and have been worked on by yourself. You can request it for another. Oh, you cannot. This is all about self. So this is like, oh, my twin flame's still in a karmic relationship. I'm going to request that their karmic knots be untied. We're untying this with the labyrinth of the mind. That's why we're creating the proper shapes and the proper patterning. And we found out that air and water are working together. And that is the energy of Aquarius. We're going to have the negative tetrahedron of water and the positive tetrahedron of air. And what's going to happen is the negative tetrahedron of earth and the positive tetrahedron of fire are going to work together. So we're going to ask for any knot of twisted energy within ourselves to be softened with celestial blue energy to bring healing where it's needed. Just as the knot itself has no beginning and no end, it represents that energy simply transforms from one state of being to another. And this has to do with why we're caught up in the devil energies to begin with and why we're healing. Why we're healing with air. But we're doing it. We're playing a love tune, right? We're playing a love tune. Now, this is where we're going in part 2. So let's just get it over here and clear part 1. This guy's story, usually I'm more on point, but I'm lit. I'm lit because this reading's lit. So I want to see what's happening now. So we're going to get the Tarot of the Heart happening with the mystical wisdom. We have to get some mystical wisdom. So, let's get the cards the right way. This has to do with the mother. Connection to Empress and Venus. And the Emperor. Helping us to heal from the devil energies. Okay. Stream of love, 3 of water. That's connected to this cup, guys. But there's a connection of 3 being made here. Okay. So what's happening is we're expanding with the 5 of earth from lack of with the 7 of earth. And you can actually see the expansion. Of course, it's springtime. Things are going to grow. We're going to go from winter to now spring. And we're going to manifest. And we're going to manifest by, of course, when we change our next season, when we go into summer and it's connected to the sun, and we know this is connected to the sun and the moon. So there's going to be birth of light with the 3 of wands, and this is where our luck changes because we're working on it. And we're working on it with the ace. We're working on it with force. We're healing from force. You know, this is connected to the 10 of wands, the 5 of wands. That active charge. So we're going to pick one. And it has to do with an ending. We know we had an ending with air to begin again. We had an ending with air to begin again. And that's how we heal from the 5 of wands. That's how we get here. And we're doing it with the Hierophant. And look, the 4 of wind. There it is. There's the expansion. And we're actually expanding here. This is where it's happening. Right here. Right here, right here with the mother. The mother of fire. And karma. There it is, guys. And this is because we've been doing all the work with the masculine. And it's connected to, well, what we're doing here. This is the gift of this expansion. I brought you over here to look at it like this quickly for a moment. Here with justice, remember, this is about making the proper patterns, the proper shapes we're going to use in order to make those patterns. And we're going to have some luck, some faith on our sides. We're going to use the wands. And it has to do with healing from the 5 of swords, okay? in the mind. We're going to create peace by dealing with our pain. And how are we going to do so? Remember, it's about making the proper shapes, right? So we can make the proper patterns. Here it is. Here we've done it. So what are we doing? We're entering the sacred circle of light in order to create and expand with. And look, La Luna's here. We're pulling together the proper shapes in order to create the shapes we need. And here we've done it. We've created connection. We need to heal force. We need to heal with the masculine. We need to understand this right now. Healing with force. Healing from force. Aggression. Let's see. 3 cards. Faith, the Empress. There she is. And the Hangman. Guys, I'm still going to try to get 1 card. What's being activated here? 1 card, please. There it is. Of course. Slippery SOB. And we're going to surrender and work with the Empress and have faith. We're going to work with the Mother in order to expand. And that is working with La Luna too. And that beautiful rainbow. Rainbow moonstone, guys. The rainbow moonstone. So we're going to expand with the world. And there's the High Priestess. She wanted to help us. Now we're going to expand with a fresh approach with the energy of Uranus. Our connection to Aquarius and New Earth. You know, this fool, he's connected to Uranus and Aquarius. He's having a fresh approach. And we're going to spin the wheel. And it all has to do with justice. And who's helping us with justice? La Luna. Hello, La Luna. Thank you. Thank you for all that you're doing. Thank you for all that you're doing. We're freeing ourselves from this, guys. We're freeing ourselves from this. This is spectacular. Let's get our message. I want to keep part 2 short, guys, because part 1 turns out to be so long. So let's get with it. I love these cards. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, what's being activated here? We're releasing the powers of fear with the keys to goodness, the 7 heavenly virtues. And the 7 heavenly virtues are the positive charge to the 7 deadly sins. And that is healing with our chakras. But we need to face our fears. Because it's holding an active charge. And that's what's keeping us stuck here. We don't want to get stuck here. Remember, this is about surrendering. We're going to surrender when we work with... Where's that moth? We're going to surrender when we work with moth spirit. When we're working with the scarab beetle and allow magic to go through us. To do this work. That's important. And it's going to help us heal from, of course, our confrontation. Pick our battles wisely. That's what this mother knows. That's why she's hanging with the lion. We're going to face our fears. This is all connected to our March 17th. So much of this. Everyone experiences fear in some way. To triumph over your fear, you need to understand it. And only then can you release the power over you. Fear can also show you that something is worth fighting for and is an opportunity to build courage and a brave heart. See, and that's how we add the positive charge. That's how we heal from fear. It's like, you know what? It's not adding this panic, this anxiety, and we're stuck lower vibrational, or what you want to call lizard brain. No, this is higher vibe. We're driving our Merkaba. We understand what this means. It's a signal. It's a signal. How do we want to look at it? We need to shift something. Like, you know what? It's a red light right now. It's not green. We're not going that way. We're going another way. Fear can also show you that something is worth fighting for, right? So, the magic of nature and your angels will encourage you to overcome fear of things like change, loneliness, and the unknown. Everything we're healing from as well on mission work. You can be brave to face these challenges. Mantra: I have courage to overcome my fears. And of course we do. We have courage to overcome our fears. That's what we're doing. Guys, I really feel like I want to close it out. And how do I want to close it out with some more tarot here? It's the good tarot all the way. Let's close it out with the good tarot. I'll say goodbye until next time. Oh, what the heck? The Page of Wands is here. She's definitely facing her fears. She's walking through a dark forest, that girl. She is the light. Okay. All right, come on, guys. Okay, what is happening here? Well, we're manifesting with the World, the Ace of Air, the Moon, and the Magician. And that's because we're raising our vibration. To the Two of Water, our connection to the Two of Cups, and the Page of Air. Oh, frick. I want to shuffle these. Let's see what's happening. Okay. The Fool, the Three of Air, and the Messenger of Fire. Guys, it's funny. Page of Wands, Messenger of Fire. We're on point, guys. We're on point. We're following our synchronicities and signs. We're healing from, of course, the Three of Air with Spirit. That's how what we need to do. That's what we need to do right here. Where is this card? This is the answer for this. This is the healing. This is the download we're getting right here. Spirit's going to help us to heal from this. We're going to surrender to it. We're going to let the magic flow through us. Look, and we're playing a new tune thanks to the moon. And we've expanded and achieved our Eight of Cups challenge by healing from the Eight of Swords, by purifying and working and healing with the element of air. And we've done it. Guys, this is lit. Yeah, because we're working with, of course, the Queen of Air. And look, there's that owl. And that owl's connected to the moon and the moonflower and the patterning that we're working on here. And we're having the third eye activation. And it's connected to the Ace of Cups. Here we go. The Cup of Replenishment. Because we've had our ending in order to begin again. We understand this. We understand this now. We understand this now more than ever. Love, light, and healing energy sent your way to clear with today, guys. I look forward to seeing you again soon when we expand. Take care of yourself. Amp up those Self-care patterns. I'm sending you the good stuff.